dick up.
Come on, get your
It's
dick
gone.
up.
As that British guy said, it's gone cock up.
Cock it up, 007.
Fucking hilarious.
I really want to see that movie. The new.
The new 007?
Yeah.
Looks good.
I do too. It looks fucking awesome.
I'd like. I should do a refresher. What are they on
How much?
HBO right now, or are they on the recent?
I think they are on HBO
I
actually.
should do a refresher. What was the last one? Was it Quantum of Solace? Or was that
Oh,
the one
it's-
before that?
That was the second one in his line. It was Casino
was the third?
Royale, Quantum of Solace,
Spectre.
Spectre, and
That's
then
it. I thought it was Spider.
what's this one's No Time to Die, right?
Yeah.
What was the one? There's 5. This is the 5th, so there was one in between Spectre and this one. I forgot what it was.
Is this the 5th one he's been in?
Yep. All right.
In
Are we
15
good?
years. Drug smuggling racer.
We're in.
I love when she says that.
Yeah, this is just a great story.
Yeah.
We're just talking about a great story. I'm telling a story this week.
Okay.
Drunk and
Mashed my ball into the fender, Julie. I mean, I really mashed it good.
yeah, right up in there. What's your
All right.
insurance?
On this episode of the Red Eye Report, we discuss egos. We let our proclivities get the best of us, and as usual, fuck you. With me this week is the all-seeing Oracle.
That's how he comes
Unfortunately-
to every fucking party. Sorry, go ahead.
Unfortunately, Oracle's beloved pet and the unofficial 5th member of the Red Eye Report, Bella, passed away. There's no joke here, just sincere regret, because she still owed me $10.
There's one joke because that cat. That cat died 5 years ago. That thing was stuffed. I swear to God.
Yeah, I just had
I
to
mean-
stuff fucking
Yeah,
a
yeah,
puppet
yeah,
like
yeah.
lamb
Bella
chop.
was alive. I saw her.
It's
Oh,
okay.
nice. I
That's how long
petted
it
her.
took to go through the grieving process, 5 years.
I'm glad I got to see her within her last months.
Yeah. And
to him
transmit
is-
your disease to her.
Right? Yeah, you probably killed her.
Yeah, well, we only made out a little.
Next to him is the soot-covered ashtray. Ashtray's penchant for Ashtray's penchant for internet fuckery is legendary, but apparently not as legendary as mine, because this motherfucker tries to get me involved constantly. Right?
Yeah. Mystic, help me troll this.
Poke the bear. Poke the bear.
Right? We've also got a fluffy teddy bear. Teddy only lets one person in the world call him Papa, and the doorman.
God damn it.
And the doorman at the Hilton downtown Nashville loves him for it. Last and least, I'm the Mystic. Let me be clear about one thing. Fuck your feelings. And this is the Red Eye Report. All right, tonight we're talking about fucking Randy Lanier. So I watched this show on Netflix that came out. It's called Bad Sports.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
I saw
sports
that.
scandals. So this dude was by far like it was just a tale of ego. It wasn't even like really a sports tale. Like he was good at racing, but like just listen to how fucking egotistical this fucking dude got.
Moment of inhalants.
Right? Okay. Oh shit, yeah, sorry. Moment of inhalants. Ready?
Trying to wave the fucking glass blunt in front of you, bro.
Yeah. All right, we ready? And go.
A lot of weed, Teddy.
It is. But it lasts so long. So long.
Is that one of those glass blunts?
Yep.
Yeah.
I had it for like $12 off Amazon, and then
Someone
I went
was
back to show
telling
my
me
buddy,
about this thing.
to show my buddy him, and it was gone. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like off of Amazon. Weird.
Cool.
All right. Is that's
Last
that's all?
blunts.
We're done. Okay. Last blunt. All right.
Scare
So
us,
Randy
fearless
Lanier.
leader.
I don't want to scare you. Randy Lanier. He was born, or kind of came up. He was born in 1954. Came up in the 60s in the South, right? So he moved to Florida, and he wanted to be a race car driver, but he was poor as shit. So he had long hair
Story
in
of
the
my
60s.
life.
Yeah, he had long hair in the 60s, so he started working construction, try to make some money. And these
As
guys
you
in
do when you have
construction.
long hair in the 60s.
Well, no, that's just his job, but he had long hair, so they thought that he was a hippie, right, in the
Ah.
60s. So they came up to him and were like, "Hey, can you get me some weed?" And like he eventually found like some connections and started getting him weed, and he was like a small-time drug dealer, right? Throughout like the 70s. So in 78, he's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna buy a boat." So he buys this fucking where the fuck is it? So hold on, sorry, 1 second here. 27-foot Magnum Go Fast boat, which is a
Damn.
great name
Go
for a
Fast.
boat, right?
Hey,
Go
man,
Yeah,
there was
right?
a literal name.
Straight to
Go
the point.
fast.
Hell
Yes,
yeah,
it's
man.
the
Go
Go Fast
fast,
boat.
man.
Yeah, right. So so he was 20 years old. He bought it for $18,000, which is the
Fuck.
equivalent of 74 grand right
Right.
now. And he used it for recreational use, right? So he found a dude. One of his buddies had a fucking connection or whatever. This crazy guy, and this is all in this show, this Netflix show. So I mean, just the interviews are great because this dude, his
a
partner,
great
is
jacket.
fucking nuts. He's a fucking nutso. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So so he starts taking this thing and starts fucking getting weed from the Bahamas, right? And starts making money. And then moves up to a 65-foot wooden trawler. So he used to carry about 18,000 pounds or 8,200 kilograms of drugs. So 82 kilo or 820 kilos. And then eventually, we'll get to this, but he moved up to a fleet of tugboats
Jesus.
that hauled barges.
Holy
I-
Okay.
it just-
fuck.
Just
Yeah.
barges full of weed. He thought nobody would
And
notice.
it wasn't full. No, but it wasn't full. But like, okay, so
He'd
here's the
smuggle
deal.
weed
Here's the
and
deal.
other
Here's
stuff.
the timeline. Here's the timeline. He starts fucking getting real big into like the drugs, right? Like he's got the big 65-foot trawling boat. He's doing it all under the guise of this this water ski or jet ski rental place in Florida, right? So he's like funneling the money through there and shit. And he's like, I'm fucking 30 something or whatever he was, like late 20s. I want to be a race car driver. So he just quits smuggling weed and uses all the money that he's made to fucking like fund his own team, right? Like, and he starts fucking like,
So
I'm not going to
he
go
basically
through
goes
every
straight?
race. Yeah, he basically just stops doing it, right? In the late 70s. So in the early 80s, he's like racing for different teams. He actually raced for Ferrari at the 24-hour Le Mans.
Wow.
The car fucking broke and shit. Like, so he's good, right? He knows how to race a car. And eventually he's got all this money just locked away and shit. He's like, I want to start my own race team. So he starts this fucking race team called Blue something. I forgot what the fuck it was called. But he just funds it himself, right? So this is a prototype race team in IMSA GT. So we're talking Porsche 956, I think, was the body style. Where's it? Metro car. I don't know. Yeah, Porsche 956. They had other Porsche 962s and Jaguar JX5s, but these other like teams were funded by Porsche and Jaguar. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude just funded it himself. So like in order to start paying for it because he needed more money. He needed bigger engines, better shit, right? So he
Don't we
bought a
all?
fuck. That's when the tugboats came into play. He started going back to fucking. He's like, oh, I need some money.
Hmm.
He's like, but if I'm gonna do it, I'm going fucking all in, right?
Going
So
big.
this motherfucker buys a tugboat with a barge. The first haul was 118,000 pounds of pot.
God damn.
So under the barge, like in the bottom of the barge, they have submersion tanks or like ballast tanks. So they suck in salt water to keep the barge floating level. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like underneath to like level it out. So he would build like a fucking compartment
In
like
those
halfway
ballasts.
underneath the ballast. So like the bottom half of the ballast was dry and it was all full of weed.
Hmm. Clever.
He'd come into the US and then he'd unload it in a different port, like Baltimore, fucking wherever. and then they'd fucking funnel it around the country, right? So his first haul, he made it was like $12 million or some shit like that, right? So this dude just he gets all this fucking good engines and shit, and he gets this car running, and he starts winning. And I don't mean like just winning a couple races. This dude won the entire driver championship in the IMSA fucking series and prototypes his first year at a self-funded fucking
Wow.
racing team.
And he was like, "Yep, I own a jet ski rental company." That's like, we were like, "Where are you getting this money?"
No,
from?"
there was other there was other cover companies. He had boat, bigger boat rental shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he had bigger stuff to try and cover it. But the FBI is like, I mean, we're talking millions of dollars to run this fucking racing team, like 20 grand an engine and shit. Like that's. So they started getting on his ass. This is 1984. By 86, he's kind of out of IMSA and he's racing an IndyCar. And he's not doing too hot. He did get the IndyCar 500 or the Indy 500 Rookie of the Year, some shit like that. But they started getting closer to him. So it turns out, yeah, they were onto him for 4 years, right? He got, God damn it. Yeah, so
Mistic
Dude.
just had to poop a little there.
I don't know where any of this shit is.
Oh my god.
So Randy Lanier and his partner Ben Kramer, the other crazy dude, received life without parole
God damn.
on October 4th, 1988, under the newly enacted Continuing Criminal Enterprise Statute,
Holy shit.
also known as the Super Drug Kingpin Law.
Damn. What was the year the sentence was again?
88.
Oh, okay.
So, owing to their refusal
War on
to
drugs.
cooperate, so basically they gave them that because they didn't cooperate. They didn't fucking roll over on the Bahamian connection, So the Whittington brothers, who were also involved, they got a lighter. So he went to Leavenworth. He was only he got out in 2014. So
really?
it wasn't. Yeah, I don't know
Good
how he
for
appealed
him.
it.
Well, I mean,
Everything
a life sentence is only 25. It's only 25 years, right?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's
Yeah, that's
still
what it is. Yeah.
30.
Yeah, so he got out in
Yeah.
2014, and now he's what does whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
Now he just
documentary today, I
jerks
don't remember
off
what
in the
the
shower.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
got
yeah,
to. He's
hour.
Sits on the
in
porch and
his
thinks about better
60s,
days.
70s.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to be because he was,
Now he's like, "Fuck, I ain't getting any
Something.
social security checks because I never paid it in taxes."
right. Yeah.
Man.
So here it is. Lanier stated that he had a job awaiting him at a classic car museum in Florida, said to be for Preston Henn, owner of Fort Lauderdale Swap Shop. Yeah, right. Them motherfuckers are drug smuggler too. Anyway,
Still got
Yeah,
that barge
I
out
thought
here, bro.
this was-
Come on down.
I thought this honestly when I was watching this, I'm like, this dude had the biggest ego. Dude, how dumb do you got to be? To be like, I'm gonna pay so much attention to myself that I'm gonna win this whole fucking series that the world's watching. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing I don't know, fifth your first year, being like, hey, that guy's pretty good.
Hmm.
You know, like.
Well, he
maybe he'll get
probably
a
didn't
sponsor
need
or-
that
you know what
much
I'm
money,
saying?
right?
Cover it up. Dude, he had 4 cars in every race.
Oh, in
Okay,
every
20,000
race.
20,000
Well-
an engine. He rebuilt every engine after every race.
Hmm.
He had the
That's
crew.
just
You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay,
he
yeah.
was spending millions of dollars,
Right.
and it was just the FBI had no fucking choice but to be like, hey, what's going on over here?
So I think they should rework the rules in Formula One, where you have to be a drug smuggler or a drug dealer,
Yeah,
and
yeah, you
that's
got-
how you fund your team.
right.
Of course, they
Well,
would they would
the guy-
narc each
the-
other out
Oh
immediately.
yeah, Ferrari be snitching on Mercedes and shit. People be fucking.
they snitch on
They
each
be getting into
other over.
gunfights with 22 calibers and shoot each other in
Yeah.
the toes and shit. It'd be a fucked up mafia system. It'd be funny to watch. It'd be like the Sopranos Office Edition.
Office. Yeah, right. Exactly. It'd be like watching Veep. Like it just fucks up everything. Anyway, that's Randy Lanier, dude. It was a good story. Check it out. It's a good show.
But it's called Bad Sports.
Yep.
Bad.
Bad
How many
Sports.
is a series?
Yeah, it's a series. That's the only one I've seen. There's a bunch of other ones.
Oh, I see. So that was just one episode.
Yeah.
Was it an hour?
Yep. And all right. Now we're gonna move on to eventually I'm gonna have an actual review of Midnight Mass. But now we're just gonna get into it. Do you guys are you gonna watch this show? Do you care if I give out spoilers?
What's the premise of the show?
What was it about again? Yeah.
So the tagline is a small town, a small island community experiences omens and miracles after a mysterious priest comes to town.
Okay, not get about, bro. Go silly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna watch this.
I haven't been able to watch much.
I mean, in reviews, you give a review of the thing. You don't spoil the shit. You know, what I mean, so, I mean, I don't. You just want to tell us the episode.
That's the thing. I can tell you how I thought it was, but in order for me to go into some certain details, I'm gonna have to.
You could describe. You could describe scenes, like moments or scenes. I mean, yeah, that doesn't really give it away. I mean,
I don't care. Spoil away. Fuck
okay,
it.
so
spoiled king,
listeners, you have been warned.
I am the spoiled king.
You have been warned, thoroughly warned.
If you want to watch the show, you know, don't listen to his review because he's gonna tell you everything about the show right now. And
yeah, right.
go.
So
plug your ears and keep watching.
So it's a 7-part miniseries. Shut up.
I mean, really, bro.
It's a 7-part miniseries on Netflix, created by Mike Flanagan.
Oh,
I don't know. Mike. You know who that is, Ashtray?
Fuck no.
Created.
He sounds like a good guy. Old Flanagan.
Haunting of Hill House.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And Hush. Haunting of Bly Manor.
Oh, I've wanted to watch Hush.
Ouija. Like, he done a bunch of horror stuff. You know what I mean? And he's done good stuff. I've seen other stuff. So, like I said before, Midnight Mass follows a community of people living in an isolated island town. It's 124 people on Crockett Island. It's called. It's kind of it's generic. They don't say it's off the coast of the U.S., but they don't say which coast. I think it's more like the Seattle. I think it's west. Just from like the feel of the fucking of the movie. You know what I mean? The wetness and the shit. It was just weird. It was like so it's a fishing community on this island town. This charismatic young priest comes to town. Shortly after that, they started experiencing miracles and certain omens, and then soon after, everything unravels. So it stars Riley Flynn, who is like, I don't know, the main character, I guess. There's really 4 kind of main characters. And that's the first problem that I have with this. It's like such a big fucking character piece that it's very, very hard to get into it when the pacing is the way that it is. So like the pacing is like, Ashtray will know Halloween. You guys have seen the original Halloween?
Yeah.
You know how the pacing in Halloween, it's not necessarily the music, but the pacing is just like, they call him the Shape. Michael Myers is the Shape in a script. You know what I mean? And that's what he tries to be on the film. He's there. Do you get what I'm saying? So like
right behind the bushes.
Like the pacing, it's slow. It's super fucking slow. The shots develop. They move around. They follow the fucking subjects, and that's exactly what this does. But the action in Halloween is relevant to how it's paced. This isn't at all. This is like it's like one episode is complete. It's just talking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just fucking conversations about like God and religion and like what they feel like fucking internally and all this fucking like blah blah blah. I seriously think they could have edited this movie or this series down to a movie and it would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like he tried to get too wordy, I guess, with it. You know what I'm saying? Too like not
narrative
preachy, because that's the perfect word to use, and I don't want to use it because that's what he was going for, because it's a religious thing. You know what I mean? Like, so this main character did some time in prison, comes back to the fucking island.
like you do.
He's looking to like just like live out life. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to be fucking fucked with. Erin Green, who is the Kate, played by Kate Siegel. She's the another main character. She comes back to the island. It used to be Riley's girlfriend. Father Paul is the best character in here. He's the charismatic young priest, played by Hamish Linkletter. And then there's Bev Keane, who is, I think, the true antagonist of this film or this show. She is the epitome of everything that's wrong with religion. And I think that's why he created this character, because she's the exact opposite of this priest, right? And I feel like this priest really wanted to help people and really wants to help people, and she is just, that's kind of what Mike Flanagan, I think, is getting at throughout the whole series, is that this bitch is ruining it. People are ruining it, and she's the leader of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like religion and concept is probably a good thing. So I kind of like that. I like the mythology, the writing of this show, but that's where it stops. Because, like I said, the pacing is fucking atrocious. It is so slow that I wanted to fucking kill myself at least.
Like, come on.
Like the writing is really good and the monologues are really good, but I don't know if that's enough to like hold my attention. Really, it's predictable. I figured it out probably third episode, like almost exactly what was going on. Yeah,
Doesn't sound like a very good show.
No, he equates. So the main character, basically, he introduces an angel to the congregation, and that's like the big reveal toward the end. But the angel is obviously a fucking vampire, right? Because he's feeding off of these people, and they're drinking this motherfucker's blood and turning into vampires themselves, right? So this is like the whole thing. So he's equating, and it turns out to be like he's equating, like, what if Christians way back in the day met a vampire? And that was like,
I thought it was an angel.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's this whole scene where the angel fucking comes in, or the vampire, in like into the front of the fucking church, and he's like, and behold, the wings of blah blah, and the fucking vampire's wings fall out, and the people, you know what I mean? It's like this like revelation that these people are like, oh my god, it's an angel, and then just all hell breaks loose. But it's like
does he just start biting necks? Like,
yeah, kinda.
Was the vampire Brad Pitt?
No.
Well, then fuck this show.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So then it gets to this point where this like fucking major climax happens, and then fucking blue balls. Like something happens, and you can't get your nut. That's how I'm describing this show.
Like, is that blue balls? You think their attempt to want you to wait for season 2?
No, there is no season 2. That's kind of what I'm saying. Is it fizzles out into like nothingness?
Right.
You get what I mean? Like, dude, it was this gigantic buildup, this slow anxiety.
I should have just went home instead of coming over to her stupid place.
Right, this slow anxiety-inducing fucking show for 7 goddamn hours has come up to this point, and this is your ending.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like that's like, really a lost art with a lot of these shows. They don't know how to stick the landing with it.
Right.
There's so much of a lead up. Actually, 9 Perfect Strangers, that Nicole Kidman one on Hulu. That's got a good fucking ending. Like, they nailed that one. And I was like,
fuck.
Why
don't you tell us about the ending, buddy?
I'm not going to tell you about the ending, but I'm saying that when I saw it, I was just like...
Is that a miniseries or a movie?
It's a miniseries. But it was like, wow, it's been such a long time since there was like a good fucking ending to any of these fucking shows that I watch on these streaming platforms.
Yeah, and it felt like it was this gigantic buildup to this monster, this fucking, this gigantic fucking vampire that's supposed to fucking be the savior. Yeah, and then it's just like, oh, well, I guess we're just gonna go home.
Yeah, that's really
type of
disappointing.
shit. And then on top of it, there was one other thing I just want to bitch about, and it was a weird choice. I don't know why he did this. Henry Thomas, who was the kid in E.T., so he's grown up.
Wow.
He's in his 40s, but he plays the dad of the main character, who's probably only like 10 years younger than him, right? So they made him look older.
Oh, that's
like with fucking age makeup, and they did that to the mom too. But it served another purpose. It's so that because when you took the vampire's blood, it de-aged you to your perfect fucking age, like Brad Pitt style. You know what I'm saying? So they grew younger. So that's the point. But the makeup was bad.
Right.
Bad.
How is age makeup not good yet? Like, you'd think they get good at that.
Look, it works. If it works in Pepsi commercials where they can disguise Kyrie Irving and make him look like Uncle Ed, whatever it was, it works in movies.
Yeah.
I think y'all are just being way too crucial.
I don't know, man. I don't
Critical.
know. Like, it was just,
Critical. Thank you.
It took me out of it. I'm like, this guy, there's no way that's his dad. So I'm like, that's fucking
well,
Henry
at
Thomas.
least they didn't make a shitty CG version of him. That's even worse.
That's true. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right. That's my review of Midnight Mass. I don't know if you're
What
into
is that,
dialogue,
Netflix?
Yeah, if you're into dialogue and it is a decent horror film or horror show that has, it's well made, but it just didn't do it for me. And some people might like that shit. You know what I mean? Whatever. If you're into blue balls, check it out.
If you're into blue balls,
I'm gonna give it 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5.
Cut myself short. Ooh.
All right, now we're moving on to the what sexy section, and with this revised format that we have here, I'm not going to be doing one because I did the review. So we're going to start out with Oracle. Motherfucking comeback.
I haven't done fantasy football in a long time. Came
Nice.
back to it. I had 4 fucking losses. Even though I had been scoring quite a few points, but I was just getting fucked.
I stopped the shit out of you. Yeah.
Yeah. But finally, this last week, things clicked, and I think I had like 175 points. And I'm feeling good about my lineup. Got my bench kind of all squared away, too. So,
man, that's
making a fucking comeback.
You're my left nut, right?
That's awesome.
No, I'm Providence butt stutterers.
I'm really proud of you.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Providence butt stutterers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
He's playing Maynard this week.
How do you butt stutter? I don't want to know.
I don't know. Little poop.
You're a pot of Ashtray's a power bottom. He knows how to butt stutter.
Holy shit. Anyway, Teddy, Back for Blood.
Back for Blood. It is the spiritual successor of the zombie game that was made by Valve a while back called Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
This one is done by Turtle Rock Studios.
Left 4 Dead. I've been seeing that Back for Blood just came out.
It did. It's also a Game Pass. It's a Game Pass. Yeah. We should do a show where we fucking play.
We've done that before.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea. We're terrible.
It's a great idea.
We're too fucking. We're way too retarded and too old.
We're too retarded, and we just
the whole show is us playing. Is what I'm saying. We should get together and play sometime. And let Oracle stream it or something. You know.
Oh,
sure.
Oracle
we'll
gets
get back
to stream it.
Yeah, make Oracle.
Come on,
I'll stream also and have my camera shown. The game is fun. It is a zombie game but it's not like World War Z type zombie game where you do get overrun. But not. It's not like World War Z where they're climbing and everything else. This game has something.
It
is fast paced. This game has something that the other game that Left 4 Dead did not have. In Left 4 Dead, you pretty much had to pick up guns, and that's what you got. That's stuff you picked up. In this one, you can actually customize guns. You can keep those guns as you go through. They have a card system where you get
the weapons are kind of basic, like 3 options, right? In the
Yeah,
Left
pretty
4 Dead.
much.
In the first one, yeah. In this one you have a lot
assault
more.
rifle or sniper.
Yeah, they have LMGs in this one now. They have the AA-12 automatic shotgun in this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of more choices in this one. I like the card system where you get to choose an ability. As you successfully get through things, you get more cards in your deck. So by the end of the
each card a special ability you get to use.
Yeah, like there's for instance the one of my favorite cards I like to use first is when you melee an enemy, you just push them off of you, and it really does no damage. But there's a card where that melee that turns your melee into like a little knife stab, and it's a one hit kill on basic zombies. So a lot of times instead of me having to push people off, I just stab, and then pull out my Glock and start. It's a pretty fun game.
The Glock is fun.
The Glock is fun. A lot of the guns are fun. I mean, it's and being able to play with friends, you can play with friends. It's cross play, so you can play with people on other consoles and on PC.
Oh, nice. So like if I play on PC.
Yeah, and because it's a favor, there's never a shortage of playing with anybody. So, but yeah, I haven't had any problems with the game so far. It's only been out for 2 or 3 days, but I haven't had any problems with it. When it comes to
yeah, it runs really smoothly.
I mean, yeah, I've had no problem with the lagging or anything. Yeah, it's been, and it's a real fun game. I mean, it's yeah, you yell at your friends, you fucking, Daddy, where'd you go? Fuck y'all, get in the safe house.
Yeah, it does look pretty fun.
I might have to purchase it.
It's a real fun game to play. So if you have it's free on Game Pass. If you have it, pick it up. Go murder some zombies, bro.
What's Game Pass? $10 a month.
It's like $15 a month if you get the. I got the ultimate, whatever.
Get the ultimate.
I just paid for it. Yeah.
Ultimate gives you PC games too.
It also takes care of your. I think it takes care of your.
So you can get good deals on it, and actually you might be able to convert if you've never signed up for it. You might be able to convert.
I've never signed up through Xbox, no. So.
Okay, so you might be able to convert all of your Xbox Live Gold time into Game Pass Ultimate time.
Yeah. Game Pass Ultimate takes care of it. If you have Game Pass Ultimate, doesn't it take care of your Xbox Live Gold subscription?
So because it just supersedes it or whatever. So yeah. So there's actually some good deals, and so I would look out for that. So every time I see like a deal for like 6 months or whatever, I'll buy like a year's worth, and just top off my account. I'm good until like the end of 2022 or like the beginning of 2023 or some shit.
Yeah. Do y'all ever
buy certain months? It's not just an auto pay thing.
So, well, you can, but you're gonna pay a lot more money. So a lot of times, retailers like Target and shit, they're online. Will sell a card, and then you just redeem the card on your Xbox account, and you'll save a fucking shit ton of money that way.
I do it a lot through Amazon. They do that shit too.
Oh, so you basically just turn off the auto pay of your bill, I guess.
So
you have to keep it. You have to keep it on.
Yeah, you keep it on, but you'll just add a bunch of time to it. So your auto pay won't kick in until fucking it's done.
I see. So is the time basically just like a year?
Yeah.
And then basically that card just allows you to add extra months to it.
Right. So that's what I do is whenever I see a good deal, I'll just fucking Snapchat one of those cards and I'll top off my thing, and my auto pay hasn't been going on it for like the past 2 years.
If you play a lot of games like I do, for those who play a lot of games like I do on Xbox, especially Game Pass games, they do have the reward system that Microsoft's always had. We do stupid shit on Bing. They give you Microsoft points, and you can redeem those points for Microsoft for money for Microsoft things or internet sweepstakes, things like that. I use them on my Xbox because 10,000 points is $10.
Yeah, it's $10, and you can do an auto redeem on that. So it'll automatically put $10 credits on your account as you get it.
Your account, and then you can go and buy off of the Xbox store also on here. You can go and buy a year or two up in advance of your shit. So
word,
awesome. Right. It looks like a fun fucking game.
It is. Let's get on it, fellas.
Okay, Ashtray. Seaweeds sheets.
Seaweed sheets.
This is gonna be painful, isn't it?
Yeah. You ever have these seaweed?
Got a little there?
No.
I thought you meant bed sheets.
No,
Me
No.
too. Me too. And I was
seaweed
like, what the
snacks,
fuck's
like-
going on here?
seaweed snacks is pretty good.
It's not like they're new to me, but I love them. And anyways,
they're
I found
awesome,
on
man.
Amazon to buy like a box of. Sometimes you'll find the restaurants will serve like 1 or 2 of them on top of your.
I've
dish
never.
or whatever.
Oh,
They're fucking
that's
good.
what those things are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
So they're
it's called- it's
roasted,
like nori that you roast
seasoned.
seaweed in.
Nori,
Seaweed.
roasted nori.
Yeah, it's good.
Delicious.
Yeah, I've got
Anyway,
And
so I guess-
healthier
how
for you
much
than
are they?
fucking hog hawks or whatever.
I think I got this box
pork rinds
of.
Or
you know what they call
pork rinds.
Don't even act like you know what they call pork rinds, you fat motherfucker. hog things that people eat that are deep fried and so
These
goddamn
hogs.
delicious.
I don't talk to hogs.
It was God, like 24 or something. Let me show you old. Here's your returns and orders. Serious
Just like you really
seaweed.
just looking it up. Just give me a
At
ballpark.
$12.
$12 for how much? For how
For
much?
24 of these.
Of the boxes?
What? Each?
24 of these packages.
Oh,
Yeah,
how many
how many are-
fucking come in a package?
It's like 15.
Um,
It's a lot.
yeah, I don't know. There's got to
It's a
be at
lot.
least like
15,
maybe
20.
15.
I eat them too, bro. Trust me. It's a lot.
Now,
I got some downstairs.
Are they salty?
now, can you use
Mhm.
them? Can you smear like bacon grease on them? And then
Well, I'm sure there's creative ways you could cook with them. The
Yeah.
thing is, though, they go stale like within the hour. You can't just like leave them
So
out.
you have to eat
Oh, you gotta
fucking
eat a whole bag.
24 of those things?
Yeah,
This
but-
entire package
Well,
is
they're
only
pretty
30
thin.
calories.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty thin looking.
It's if you go to stores like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, you can find some that have different.
Yeah.
Like I like to get the wasabi flavor ones. They have like it's
Right, yeah.
or-
those
or-
I'll have to
or the-
check
or the
those
sea
out. That
salt
might be
ones.
a delicious low-calorie snack.
They are. I mean, it's
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
like the whole package is like 30, 40, 50,
30
50 bucks.
calories.
It's fucking, it's real good for you.
You know, yeah, and seaweed. It's got like fucking vitamin D, some calcium, iron, potassium.
We get it. It's healthy.
Fish shit. All right, now we're moving on.
Just
to
a
the-
dash of
Yeah, buy some
fish shit.
seaweed.
fucking
Moving on to
hipsters.
the fuck what you think. Fucking Oracle, Far Cry 6.
So, Far Cry 6 just came out recently. And I decided I was going to give it a go. I had played 5. I wasn't a huge fan of 5 because it was just like, he's a cult leader. Get it?
Cult
It's like,
leader and fucking hillbillies.
I fucking get it, okay? Like, I know who David Koresh was. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so this one, you're on basically Cuba. It's Yara. And kind of the whole shtick with Far Cry. You got to fucking take it over and everything. The shooting's good. It looks good. You get, like, these companions with. You can get batshit
Yeah,
crazy
say, do you
with
get
it.
pets with you?
You get pets with you, which is cool.
So like,
like
the alligator, do they actually help attack? Do they
oh
bite
yeah,
some
yeah,
of them?
yeah. So they help attack.
Okay,
you
they're
can,
not just lazy.
yeah, you can order them around. They also do their own shit. But here's the thing about this game. So the game is
Guapo
all
is a G.
yes, Guapo. So they've got Guapo and Chorizo. Chorizo is a paraplegic little wiener
can you get
dog thing.
Chorizo?
Yeah,
Oh,
Chorizo.
I gotta get Teresa.
So the game is really a lot of fun for the first, like, I don't know, 10 hours even. But after a certain point, like this world is huge. It's the biggest world that they've created. Fucking
Oh, is this you playing?
yeah, this is me playing.
This island.
But the thing is the fucking enemies are dumb as shit.
Headshot.
And that's the thing is you can headshot your way through this entire fucking game. Like from beginning to end.
Is that the first gun you get? The
Yes.
first like rifle you get?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I used the first guns that I got, and
Like the first
Oh
guns
my
are just
God.
too good.
and there's the thing is
The enemy
there's
works
all of
harder.
this customization shit that they're like, oh yeah, you can customize this, you can get all this stuff, but at a certain point you're just like, I don't need any of this. And also,
I want a hot pink shotgun shell belt.
yeah, and it's like I don't fucking care about this. They fucked themselves in the ass on this because what they could have done is they could have made the enemies harder. So you actually needed to craft shit. You needed to go hunting. You needed to do, but it's just like a check in the box that fucking doesn't matter for anything.
Yeah.
Like it could have been so much better.
I think that's what happens, honestly, when franchises just become complacent.
Yeah.
They know that they're resting on their laurels, man. They're saying,
this time they weren't trying to become complacent. They were actually trying to. They did bring back hunting back into it, but it's not to. In the older games, you had to hunt to make. If you wanted to holster, if you wanted to be able to carry 4 guns, you had to hunt enough stuff to make that.
You had to get 5 fucking tigers if you wanted to get that large.
This way they put it. Right, yeah, they put it back in, but this way, when you hunt things, that gives you the special components and things you need to craft other useless shit, like he was saying.
Right, useless shit, and that's the thing is a problem. That's my beef with a lot of modern games is they make them too fucking easy in terms of like, oh, well, you can just do whatever you want. It's like, motherfucker, I'm playing a fucking video game. I want you to give me objectives and game shit in mechanics.
Guide me a little bit.
Right. It's like I don't care about. I'm not having a fun enough
time. There's
no
missions in this.
No, there's missions.
There's missions,
but you have to do a fuck ton of shit to get through the missions. And
you do.
The game would have been so much better if it's like, hey, before you do this, you got to make sure you craft an armor by fucking killing fucking 7 donkeys or whatever.
Man.
You know whatever.
Okay, so the clothes
they make the best armor.
The clothes do have a second feature, which they took out. They took out the better feature. They used to have a skill tree, which you as you leveled up, you got points to put in where you wanted to and take your guy how you wanted to go. In this one, the skills are on clothes. So if you want to find a certain skill, like if you want to find the ability to do like a double takedown or something like that, you have to find the pair of gloves or pants or shoes that gives you that.
That's why they kill people for their Air Jordans.
And they don't matter that much.
Give me those.
That's the thing. They don't matter that much. And to upgrade your shit, like seriously, you could probably get through this game with the OG shit that you get within the first few hours of playing. You could beat the people at the end of this game. And like you just go into anywhere. Like I would go into any facility, not scope it out. Like in the beginning, I'm like, oh man, I got to fucking scope
like a artillery.
Yeah, you get this rocket backpack.
Game was hard. You can't tell me that blockade where you had to get fuck up those 2 ships. You can't tell me it didn't take you a couple times to do that.
Oh, sure, that was difficult, but those missions are few and far between. Those missions are fun, where you're like, okay, here's this like really intense thing. But in terms of like going through most of these missions, you roll up. You don't have to check it out at all. And the thing is
waltz in, just bam, bam,
you just
bam,
waltz
bam,
in. And the thing is there's an awareness fucking meter thing that when somebody sees you, they see you, they pause for a moment, they gape at you like a fucking Mongo, and you shoot them between the goddamn eyes. And you can do that throughout the entire
silencing
thing.
Them.
Right.
Like a fucking Mongo.
Right. And if shit starts popping off, then you've got your Supremo fucking super pack rocket launcher thing that fucking blows everybody up. And the thing that's frustrating about this is this game has good bones. Like,
I love that they have cockfighting.
It really does have great fighting.
Yeah, the cockfighting is like Tekken, bro. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
like,
I mean they have cool
like
shit.
It's
really you can.
Yeah. Yes, and you can.
You have to find.
It's not even.
You can find roosters and shit.
It has like the player select screen is like Tekken and shit.
Right.
It has like a Tekken vibe to it.
But the stuff that you get as a result of this is not worth getting, and that's the thing. They could have made it so much better if they're like, hey, you can get this like fucking kick-ass like helicopter or something if you do the cockfighting, like if you complete this. And I found that with a lot of it, there was no thread through any of these other side things. Like you would do it and you're like, okay, I guess I guess this meant something. I don't know. I guess I got this little fucking upgrade thing, like just not worth it. But the story, like the acting in this, fantastic. like the bad
Dude,
guy.
the music in the cars was awesome in this game.
Awesome
Like, it's
music.
based on
yeah.
like a faux
Isn't the
Cuba
bad
Cuba
guy,
kind of island. It's fucking
the dude
man.
from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he's the dude
it
from
is, yeah.
Breaking Bad. Fucking
he's the bad guy, yeah.
fantastic. They did a great job with him, and also with like the main character and like these revolutionaries. A lot of it's really good, but it's so spaced out, and after a while, it becomes a chore. It's like, fuck, I got to go in here. I got to shoot fucking 50 people in the head in order to do this thing. Oh, and then I need to go to this thing and shoot 50 people in the head.
Killing to get this
Right,
mission
and
done.
it's like the missions become like it's just kind of the same thing, and it's.
Oh, I know how the Germans felt.
And I right, and I wanted to get creative with it. You know, I was like, hey,
the French fold
let me roll up with a fucking helicopter and fuck shit up. Oh, guess what? The island is filled with fucking anti-aircraft guns, and this is
okay.
Isn't that part of like the struggle?
They put that in. I did.
Because yeah, you could otherwise just fly around willy nilly and blow the place
on
up.
part 5, that's all I did. I'd hop into a chopper.
Of course, I'd have some anti-aircraft.
And that was cool.
Willy nilly.
Right. And to make it more challenging, to make sure you can like I've done that. I've choppered on fucking on the what do you call those things? The bases and shit you got to take over. You just got to watch it back and fucking dodge the missiles.
Yeah,
and shit. I mean,
and that's the thing is the anti-aircraft guns in this too. They shoot you down automatically. They're like, you get an air. You can't even dodge it. They're
That's
like,
what they're designed for.
I've been dodging them in helicopters, bro.
Teddy was just telling you his whole tactic is dodging them.
Just wait, dude. Just wait.
Because his helicopters have better,
not the missiles. No,
fiber.
No, the actual anti-aircraft guns, not the missiles.
Oh, the guns. Oh, okay.
The guns will shoot your ass down automatically.
See, I've got choppers and planes I shouldn't have because there's a little glitch to where if you're playing with a friend, any weapon, any building any vehicle he spawns, if you hop into it or take a picture of it. Also, if you scan any car you see in this game, vehicle you see in this game, you automatically get it in your garage instead of having to take it all the way back, except for military equipment. But if your friends spawn stuff, like I haven't taken shit because my buddy spawned it and I hopped into it and it's like, hey, you get one now. So I was like, awesome.
Oh, really? Just like add it to your library. That's cool.
It adds me to my car shit. So yeah, it's
So I've got a video review. It's on our website and on our YouTube. So the redeyereport.com if you want to see me fucking bitch and gripe. And I mean, the game's worth playing though. I mean, it's definitely worth playing the game.
It's full of gripes, but you put how many hours into
30 hours because I needed to finish it. Yeah. 30 hours and I was mainlining it.
Yeah, and that's how you're pissed. I understand, man. You're pissed. I put 7 into fucking Midnight Mass and thought I was fucking I can't imagine putting 30 in and not getting anything. Not none.
Hey, you fucking play through this game, play through Far Cry 6 and then talk to me.
No, that's the thing is I just like, all right, yeah, play for a couple hours, like meh.
Well, you weren't making a review of it, so I had to play through it in order to do the review.
True, I guess.
He's fucking review. Yeah, man. He's dude.
Yeah, do research.
Suffering for his craft.
That's right. It's the cross that I must bear.
I had to watch it.
Yeah, right. I'll do a review then of a fucking 45-minute YouTube documentary.
All right.
And I'll still somehow talk about it for 30 minutes.
Ask Jay. Working in the rain when it just talk.
Oh fuck, man. So our shop doesn't have a loading dock. It's ground level, and so when we get these big orders of like political signs or pallets of like special like glasses that got people's logos printed on them, we asked to have a lift gate, which is that hydraulic platform that's on the back of some semis and helps lower the shit down. But shipping companies, and because they're all bitching about not having enough truck drivers as it is with the whole supply chain right now, they're just like, oh, just like whatever, put it on the truck. It says liftgate here. Fuck it. Put it on that trailer. Like, just get it off the lot. Get it going. And so shows up. It's 4 pallets that are like over 1,000 pounds each, and because there's no lift gate on the truck, even though the guy slip said he's like, yeah, your slip says lift gate, but this is what they put it in and gave me, you know? So it's just like, oh, well, he's like, I'm going to pull down to there was like a dock kind of in the driveway where like, at least like an outdoor dock where he could back the trailer up and we could roll the pallets out from there. The thing is, it's at the far end of our building, so it's like over 100 yards away. And
now you got to get them there. Do you have pallet jacks or anything?
He had a pallet jack. We don't have a pallet jack. We don't have a pallet jack or a forklift. Like we wouldn't have much space to keep them anyways, you know. Like every once in a while, a pallet jack would come in handy, but we wouldn't use it enough to justify the space it would take up.
So anyway, so how'd you get them down there? Did you tug them?
We had to fucking jack them up. They're spilling off the they're overpacked, and then what did they do? The people who packed it, they put a piece of plywood on top of the pallet and then loaded all the signs onto that. And so while it's getting driven into the back of the semi, that piece of plywood and the pallet, woo, just sliding right around, leaning off of the pallet, like crushing the one side of the pallet. So as we're jacking it up, the pallet base is literally falling apart. And we're trying to get it out of the semi. And there's this like 8-inch gap between the concrete and the semi bumper. And it starts raining. And,
of course it does.
Yeah, and it's like I didn't come to work today thinking I'm going to have to work in the rain. And like this truck driver, because we get these deliveries. You know, I've been enough these truck drivers where like a lot of times they'll be fucking pissed with, what, you don't have a dock, blah blah blah. It's like, well, this is why we asked for a fucking lift gate. Well, they didn't have a lift gate on the trailer. It's like, well, fuck, aren't we both fucked? We got to figure this out.
Yeah, right.
And this guy was more patient than me. He was just kind of like, yep. He's like, we had to like take some other people's stuff out because there's also other customer shit in this trailer. And like pull her out. My boss is like, should this be put back in so it doesn't get wet? And the guy's just like, like we're already wet. And so it ended up just being me and him
on my union
pushing these, getting these pallets that they just kept falling apart. Literally had to go and like in the rain, run down and find a loose pallet that wasn't falling apart either to bring back. Cut the pallet open, unstack half of it so we could get enough weight off so we could get it out of the fucking trailer. Had to do that for 3 of those 4 pallets. And then help and push them 100 yards in the rain to the back of our shop. And yeah, you know, so by the time you're done, it's just like, you know, like not dressed for it at all. I just had a cotton hoodie on like this and, you know, like soaked to my fucking underwear. Just like, so, right. Yeah, fuck my life.
Give the truck driver a handy?
Yeah. All right, Teddy.
No.
No, he didn't.
He probably would have helped
fucking
you.
Nintendo assholes.
Okay, so the Nintendo Switch, which came out in 2017, finally got an update for Bluetooth audio so that you can use Bluetooth headsets with it. That's now 2021. This is not a hardware update. I mean, it's a software update. Which meant that Nintendo it was already capable when it came out in 2017, but Nintendo just on September 14th of this year let out an update to let you use Bluetooth on the
oh yeah,
on the Switch.
That's so fucked up.
That's like Tesla.
Okay, so there were some off-brand things that you could use. There were little dongles that you could use. When they first came out, they're $50 a piece. I brought one for me and my wife and my son. So we use our Bluetooth stuff.
Oh, I see.
And I'm like, all this time.
Oh wait,
they had fucking all this time. Like I spent $150 on a Bluetooth dongle, and the latency was pretty horrible. But it was, I mean, if you got some good ones on planes or whatever, when I used them, it was doable. I mean, the latency was pretty bad, but this whole goddamn time they had the ability to let me play Bluetooth. I mean, it's
The
I mean, you
technology was
fucking
already in
cocksucking
there.
pieces of
Everything's
shit.
Bluetooth.
Right, exactly.
Right?
And
Fucking
I'm like,
lawnmowers have Bluetooth. Probably.
People with the- I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
This is the newest
Fucking,
update.
I don't
that you
buy
have
one
to do for the
without it.
Switch. So people with the original Switch, I've got the not, I don't have the OLED yet. I've got the one where it upgraded the power and everything else.
And you're still gonna buy the new one.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the new one. It's a good system. It is a really good
He's
system.
probably gonna get like the Japanese
much is the
bootleg
new one?
fucking extended gold version or something.
Right.
Say what?
How much is the new Switch? That like the
I think
primo
it's like-
one.
I think it's like $399, just like this one was. But I'm
What was
gonna
the
trade
original
I'm
$399?
gonna trade mine. Yeah, I'm gonna trade mine in toward this one. So it'll be like
I think
$299.
it's like
for-
one class for my kid in college.
Right? I'm gonna trade this one in. It's gonna go to some community center, make a lot of kids happy.
Some kid's just
Anyway,
gonna steal
alright.
it.
Someone's gonna
Nintendo has
steal it at the fucking
Alright.
GameStop.
Anyway, in all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Pico de Gallo. You're gross. That's our show.
I love
We're gonna
Pico.
be here every Thursday night at the. Really,
That
you
man
know, like,
gets his
fucking
sauce.
you
cross
guys
the
like
line,
Pico de
dude.
Gallo? That's
And his
fucking
cousin
gross.
Salsa Verde.
I like blended salsas, man. I can't stand that Pico shit.
It's okay.
Crunchy.
It's a sauce from New York City. New York City.
That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/theredeyereport. Or, I'm sorry, not the Red Eye Report. Facebook.com/redeyereport. You can also twiddle us at redeyereport_. Like us, share, so fuck us, we're down for whatever. I'm Mistic.
I'm Oracle.
This is the ashtray.
And I'm motherfucking Teddy Bear Terror, bitches.
And this is the Red Eye Report.
We've been gone for 2 weeks. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, you got